Mind you guys, my first IUI was January 7, 2019. But then I only got pregnant on our last IUI, which was March 26, 2021. Today is March 26 and it's IUI day. IUI number 7. Today is March 24. I did my checkup again earlier today. And also a blood draw. Today is March 17, 2021. And it's day 1 of medications again. Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel. I know it's been a while and I wonder how you guys are doing. I hope everyone is okay. We have some good life update for you guys. So we are pregnant! So finally, after being married for more than 10 years, we're finally pregnant with our first child. It wasn't actually an easy process. I know most of you guys don't know that I have been dealing with infertility. When I was researching, I couldn't find realistic information about those people dealing with the same thing. So I just want to make this video just in case you guys are suffering with infertility as well. And also 1 in 8 couples here in the United States are dealing with infertility. Imagine you have 8 friends and one of them is suffering from infertility. It's emotionally draining, financially it's a burden, especially if you don't have good health insurance. Your relationship with your partner, it can either go sideways or you can both improve your relationship with each other because you're dealing with something that, you know, other people don't know, or maybe you have shared it, maybe you haven't. But when we were dealing with it, we did not share it with most of our friends. Just because we don't want judgments. You can be easily judged by your weight. So I was trying to avoid that. Even our families didn't know up until maybe the later part of our journey. Today, as I'm recording this, I am currently 20 weeks and 2 days. We're already halfway on our pregnancy. I'll be sharing some clips of our treatments and other things that we did, maybe some pictures as well, because I was actually documenting our journey while we were battling with infertility. It all started, so when I came here, it was September 2015. My husband and I weren't actually using any protection whenever we make love. A couple of months have passed. We weren't able to make any babies. So I was really concerned because I knew that I had PCOS when I was a teenager. It all started me not having regular periods. Maybe in a year, if I don't take medications or birth control pills, I would maybe have 4 periods in a year. So that's very few. So fast forward to 2018, June 19, 2018, I went to see my OBGYN. She then referred me to an infertility doctor, reproductive endocrinology doctor, or in short REI. And then July 5, I went to see my REI doctor. She ordered some blood work as well, laboratory, and also she made me do an ultrasound and the HSG, or the hysterosalpingography. It's like an x-ray, but it's more particular on your fallopian tubes, your ovaries. They will check whether you have some blocked tubes or things like that. And August 14, 2018, we went to see my REI doctor. It was me and my husband. So she did some interviews with us, a family history, our past medical history, any surgeries. She also ordered additional blood works and also some genetic testing. Also ordered semen analysis for my husband, blood work for him as well. And then we've also talked about the PCOS. I wasn't able to really make appointments for my PCOS when I was young, so I didn't really think that it would affect our capability of having a child. Our infertility doctor actually have the results of the HSG already, and they found out that I don't have any blocked tubes, so that's pretty okay. But I have like an arcuate uterus. I can put a picture here just to show you what it is. At that point, I was actually okay with like doing surgeries or whatever, just to make sure that we will be able to have a child. She explained that what we can do about it. So there's a procedure called hysteroscopy to take care of the arcuate uterus. Minor operation. Hysteroscopy was done on November 7, 2018. By December 12, 2018, I had my first baseline ultrasound. So baseline ultrasound, if you guys don't know yet, that's the first ultrasound that you will have on either your first day of your period or a couple of days later. So they will just like to see what's going on inside your uterus. They will check if you have any cysts, what's the size of your follicles. I didn't have any cysts at that time. My follicles were pretty small, so they told me that I would need to take medications. And I was pretty okay with it. You know, I wasn't expecting any injections or whatever. I thought it was just only be taking pills. I know some people who took Clomid and they were able to have children. I was hoping that it would be the same for me. But then my body did not react to Clomid at all. My follicles didn't go big, so they had to give me other medications. I came back around January 3, 2019. Whenever I go to my REI doctor, they would do ultrasound. And this ultrasound, mind you, is not like the ultrasound that you see in the movies or whatever. Intravaginal ultrasound. So there's a ultrasound machine. Of course, there's an ultrasound machine. And then there's like a probe. Then they will put a condom in it. They will lubricate the probe, and then they will put it inside your vagina. So it was very uncomfortable for me, especially in the beginning. They do that, the ultrasound, each time just to see if I've developed some follicles, because your follicles have to be large enough before you can do an IUI. IUI is an intrauterine insemination. So what that means is that there's a sperm from your partner or from a donor, and then they will wash it. They will check if the sperm is good enough, like how many sperms are there, like what's the motility, like if it's alive. It's basically, they want to check if it's a good sperm, if it's a good sample. He's always with me on all of my intrauterine insemination. The laboratory washes it, checking it. If everything goes well, my doctor will put that semen or that sperm into my uterus. So it's not like in your cervix or in your vagina. It's not like normal sex. There's like a tube or a syringe where the sperm is inside. They'll have me lie down and then spread my legs, and then they will use a speculum just to open my cervix, and then they will insert the semen or my husband's specimen inside my uterus, and then I will stay there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just lie down and relax, just to make sure that everything goes in. Mind you guys, my first IUI was January 7, 2019. But then I only got pregnant on our last IUI, which was March 26, 2021. Normally, your doctor will have you do maybe 4 IUIs or maybe up until 6 IUIs. But for us, it took us 7 IUIs. But then I was on medicated cycles for 9 cycles. It wasn't continuous 9 months. Because of COVID, they had to stop doing IUIs. So maybe for like more than 6 months, I wasn't taking any medications. I wasn't seen at the hospital or at the clinic. They just had to stop some treatments. Our doctor told us that if by the 6th IUI you don't get pregnant, you probably would want to check on IVF, which is the in vitro fertilization, which is more expensive. One cycle is for IVF is usually around $20,000 here in Los Angeles. On August 8, 2020, we actually went to a seminar with Life IVF Center just so we would know our options, like how much is it, what type of cycles do they have, or what type of... The reason why I had 9 medicated cycles is because on one or 2 of those cycles, my husband's sperm wasn't that good, so he had to take some medications as well. He had to take Clomid for a couple of months, for a couple of cycles, and then it improved. His urologist actually told him that it may be because of stress, or it's just that, you know, his body is just reacting to something. He also took some supplements just to up our chances. And then on one cycle, I actually had an OHSS, ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome. So basically, I was taking too much medications that my body was reacting severely. It developed a lot of follicles, had severe pain. We had to go to the emergency department because I couldn't take it anymore. It was so painful. My tummy hurt so bad. I looked like I was like 6 months pregnant. It developed like overnight. I gained a couple of pounds in just overnight or 2 days. So it was really bad. I'm happy that it was just only moderate OHSS. It's not the severe OHSS because it's so expensive. It's physically draining, emotionally draining. It's not easy. It was very painful. Even the ultrasounds, even my HSG, even my SIS, everything was so painful. Today was a rough day for me. I've always had a problem with my right ovary. It's always difficult to get the count from that side of my ovary, and it's always painful. I kept saying ouch because it hurts a lot. That went for about 10 minutes. I was feeling a lot of pain, and then that happened. I felt so helpless. I don't usually cry in front of other people, especially in the public, but this time I did. I was so down. If you are, or if you know someone who's experiencing the same thing that we've experienced, for whatever reason that you're trying and couldn't get pregnant, I would suggest go seek medical opinion. If you really want to have a child, want to grow your family, if you want to have your biological child or carry a child, don't give up. If you're praying for your miracle, if you believe, just keep on praying, keep trusting, and stay positive. Don't think about the bad things. If you need to cry, cry. Because during those times, I cried every negative, every failed IUIs, every hospitalization, every medication that doesn't go well. I cried so hard. So enjoy the process because you'll learn a lot of things. Best of luck to you. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you like this video. I hope you learned something. See you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye. Since you're done watching this video, why not watch more of our videos here?